It's time for Inside the Patch with your Las Vegas Raiders. Here's Gnarley Charley.
Well, it's Inside the Patch. It's Gnarley Charley along with Wes McKnight. And you're in Australia right now? You're in Australia.
I'm back in Australia, brother. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here. My brother from another continent. I'm in Australia, and I'm just doing some analysis. If you look behind me, I've got the Raider game on.
You know, that was last week, though. You know that, right?
I'm taking notes. Yeah, well, I'm taking notes. I want to give you some.
Okay. You're reviewing the tape. Okay.
Correct.
All right, so you watched the game, and I know I talked you out of it. You wanted to say the Chiefs would probably win in a close one, and I talked you out of it. That was not fair.
But I don't want to say I told you so.
You don't.
I don't want to say I told you so. No, I know nothing. I really do, mate. But I was watching it, and it was killing me. And I was texting you at the time, and there was just too many meetings, and they weren't passing the ball enough. And I think Raiders were a bit lucky that their kicker didn't kick as well as they probably could have. But that's just my only analysis.
Okay, so NFL in Australia is big. People like
it's huge.
Yeah,
mate, it's huge over here. There are schools over here where you can send or if you're any good at kicking footballs, you can go to schools and they will get you college scholarships just on kicking.
Because they got a punter. You guys kick a lot in Australian rules football.
Yeah, we kick.
And you're big and strong and fight. If you got a big tough punter,
and we wrestle crocodiles.
Run the ball right up the middle and just knock him out. Just no one can tackle him. And if not, he can kick it a mile. So I mean,
he's kicking. Correct. Yeah.
Oh.
And you've been to AFL. You've seen our football. But can I mention again that my team won the premiership?
What is the name of your team? The
Geelong Cats. Correct. We won everything this year. Best team in the history of the world. Fantastic. No one else plays it but us. A bit like your NFL, but no, we won it this year, mate. We took it off, so it was great. Well, now what we got to do is get the Raiders there. We got to get the Raiders to the Super Bowl. We're going to win it this year.
Okay, and then here's the analyzation of this. There is a 17-game season, right? Okay. Now, we've got the schedule is not that tough. If we play the way we played Saturday, tough, we can beat everybody in the league. I mean, the Chiefs are the best, and we should have won.
Well, you were leading. I was texting you at the time. I go, mate, we're home here. We're smashing you.
Looking good. Smashing. Yeah. Well, you know, and you're still not out. It's better. Well, your skid at the beginning because now we're going. I
want to ask you, what was you're an expert and I'm just a novice. What was the reason? Where did the Raiders lose it?
Well, I think they did everything that we asked them to be in the game, make it a close game, not get blown out.
Yeah.
They went for 2, which was questionable. They could have tied the game, right? But
okay. Yeah.
I don't think they wanted to force it overtime. I think they wanted to win it now. So I don't fault them for that. And there were some, and I'm not one to ever say, well, there were these bad calls, but there were clearly some holds that were not being called. Now
I know nothing about this game. Well, about this much of it, right? Right. And I was sitting here going, I've never known that one before, and there was some obvious ones where it looked to me like there should have been a penalty called and there wasn't. Right. But again, I'm just if
it would have been, I mean, I didn't even notice how bad that was till I went back and watched it.
Watched it.
I guess clearly holding them. You can't do that.
No. Anyway, let's talk about this week, brother. Let's talk about this week. What are we doing? Who we got? Where are we going this week?
We got nobody this week. We will not lose. We have a week off. So, but we come back with the Texans, and the Texans are an average team. And you know what? I feel like there's momentum. I feel like we're going to steamroll the Texans, and we
turned a corner last weekend. We turned a corner. We played the best team in the league potentially, and we nearly won. Right?
And nearly won, and probably should have won, but we can't.
Good, mate. Good. So, now listen, how are you going? What's happening in your world? What's going on? Let's talk about you, Charlie. What's going on?
I'm praying that the Raiders do better, so this show's worth listening to.
Hey, can we make that number 1? There we go. Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, and then this next week I launch gnarlycountry.com. So that's
giddy up. Really?
So it'll be a full-blown radio station happening. Gnarlycountry.com.
Not gnarlycountryandwestern.com, just gnarly country.
Someone had that. Someone had bought that, so I guess we could get it. So we're just going to go with gnarlycountry.com.
And just so what the listeners won't realise is that, country and western is not a phrase we use anymore, is it?
It was a phrase in the 50s. But, okay, a weird fact. When country music, when there was Merle Haggard and Buck
and John Denver.
No, not John Denver, because he didn't play. The guys that, like the outlaw country guys, they played electric guitars, and the country people hated it. They're like, oh, hey, wait a minute.
Oh, I didn't know there was this thing. Yeah. I didn't know there was this thing. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but now the people don't like the new country; they like the older guys, and so and it all comes down if the Raiders win or not. So that's really what it comes down to.
Really, the whole thing driving gnarly country is all where.
Yes. So I've lit a candle. I'm praying that the Raiders will win. So
now tell me about this. Where you're based, the county fairs in town.
County fairs are going on right now. Yeah, in fact. They had the deep fried corn dogs. Do you have corn dogs? That's where it's on a stick.
Well, now that's the one where they put a piece of wood up the end of a frankfurter or a hot dog. Yeah, right. And then you dunk it in fat
corn
oil,
mill, like a cornmeal.
Okay.
And then you fry it. You fry it after you dunk it at cornmeal. Then you fry it, and then you eat it. And then think about it. If you have a pet beaver, you get that stick for them right there. Or if you have a dog, they can fetch it. So, I mean, it's really nice.
You know me, mate. I put more grape juice in my body than anyone I know. But I don't know that I need a piece of timber stuck up a stick of a... we need to talk about this, brother. We really need to talk about this.
I've never thought about it's a timber dog. So
it's that whole... So someone in a caravan, or what do you call it, a trailer, is there sitting there going, with a piece of timber stuck up a hot dog.
Unless you order the jumbo, then it's three. There's one that's 3 feet tall, but it feeds the whole family. So the whole family can put on a stick.
A bit of two before stuck up the. How big's the piece of hot dog, mate? And then there's this whole scenario that. Are we doing video or is this just audio?
You might not want to do that. That's probably a good video look.
Well, I just can't imagine the whole foot long,
Well, you don't even know a foot. Now that's like, for you, that's like half a meter, maybe.
We're editing this, aren't we? This isn't real. We're going to cut this shit out.
No, we're not. And you just.
This is live. This is live. So I apologize to my aunt and to all my relatives.
Look, it's just the way it is. County fairs in town. Well, look, Wes, we got to get rolling. Fresno State.
Thanks, brother. So we've got a week off this week. You don't need to talk to me again. I can study the form. I can do the research. Yeah, okay.
We'll see you next week with more insight.
All right. Good on you, brother.
Thanks, Wes.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, brother.
We'll be back with more Inside the Patch on 1430 ESPN, your official home of the Las Vegas Raiders.